And they're off. First to show in front as they run to the turn that'll bring them to the first fence is a Thigh Spirit, taking it from Trassey Bridge by a couple of lengths. The breaker forward a High Spec, who's followed by Hasty Beanie, with Fuchs Rat Castle and Ross Bay Creek being followed by Nobody's Son, who brings up the rear. On the run now to the first, after which they'll have two complete circuits and a Thigh Spirit. And a Thigh Spirit has fallen at the first fence. A Thigh Spirit down. And a Thigh Spirit, the first fence casualty, leaves Trassey Bridge in the lead. From in second place, Fuchs Rat Castle. Third, High Spec, Hasty Beanie, Ross Bay Creek, and the back marker, Nobody's Son. Racing on now away from the stands and uphill towards the second fence. In front, Trassey Bridge a couple of lengths up from Fuchs Rat Castle. Third on the inside is High Spec with Hasty Beanie, Ross Bay Creek, and the back marker is Nobody's Son. They're facing the second now. Trassey Bridge from Fuchs Rat Castle, High Spec running third. In fourth place, Hasty Beanie, and then a couple of lengths to Ross Bay Creek, who's last but one. Nobody's Son, the back marker, as they climb up now to fence number 3, right across from the stands, and Trassey Bridge and Frankie Woods opening up a 5-length lead or so. Over in second place, Fuchs Rat Castle. The two stable companions showing the way to the third, who is Hasty Beanie, and then a break of another few lengths to High Spec and Ross Bay Creek. Nobody's Son, the back marker. Now going to the fourth as Trassey Bridge leads, Fuchs Rat Castle, Hasty Beanie in third, being followed by High Spec, Ross Bay Creek, and Nobody's Son. Now making the turn to bring them on to the fifth, which will bring them back on the approach towards the straight. And they're just now coming to the fifth. Trassey Bridge, 4 in front. Fuchs Rat Castle is 3 up on Hasty Beanie, racing together. Ross Bay Creek on the outside of High Spec and Nobody's Son. Now heading on to make the approach towards the straight. Good run now to this one. That'll take them up to past the stands with a circuit ahead of them. And it's Trassey Bridge in front, Fuchs Rat Castle now getting much closer in second. A break then of 3 to 4 lengths to the third, who is Hasty Beanie, who is being followed by Ross Bay Creek, High Spec and Nobody's Son. Coming on now to the fence that'll take them up to past the stands the last next time. And Fuchs Rat Castle has come through now to head Trassey Bridge, being followed a few lengths further back by Ross Bay Creek and Hasty Beanie, who are disputing the third. And they're followed by High Spec and Nobody's Son. Heading on now into the turn, taking them away from the stands, and Trassey Bridge on the inside. Fuchs Rat Castle taking a slightly wider berth than the others as they face up now to the fence away from the stands, where it's Trassey Bridge regaining the advantage from Fuchs Rat Castle, Hasty Beanie, Ross Bay Creek, High Spec and Nobody's Son. Going now to the next fence on the far side. They've got 5 left to jump, and the field is tightly bunched. Still Trassey Bridge and Fuchs Rat Castle, the stable companions in front of Hasty Beanie, Ross Bay Creek, and then High Spec and Nobody's Son. Climbing uphill now to the next, 4 from the finish. Trassey Bridge just a length in front of Fuchs Rat Castle. Another one to Hasty Beanie. On their outside then Ross Bay Creek, High Spec and Nobody's Son. They're very tightly grouped up now as they race down on the far side. Trassey Bridge in front of Fuchs Rat Castle. Then comes Hasty Beanie, High Spec, Ross Bay Creek and Nobody's Son joining in. Anybody's race now with 3 to jump. And Trassey Bridge from on the outside. Ross Bay Creek put in a good jump now to get up almost on terms. Fuchs Rat Castle is third and Nobody's Son is fourth. Then Hasty Beanie and High Spec. They're racing now to the second last, and Trassey Bridge by a length to Ross Bay Creek. In third is Fuchs Rat Castle. This is the second last now, and over at Trassey Bridge from Fuchs Rat Castle in second place, Ross Bay Creek. Fuchs Rat Castle has dropped back, but Trassey Bridge the leader now as they run to the home turn. 1 fence left to jump in the Waterford Stanley Stove handicap chase, and Trassey Bridge is out in front of Ross Bay Creek. A break then to Nobody's Son as on the outside Fuchs Rat Castle battles away for third, but Trassey Bridge out in front. Coming now to the final fence, Trassey Bridge the leader, and over the last Trassey Bridge from Ross Bay Creek. In third Nobody's Son, and on the run up to the finish it's Trassey Bridge who wins it very, very comfortably. He's down by Frankie Woods. Ross Bay Creek keeps on for the second ahead of Nobody's Son, who's third, and Hasty Beanie will get the fourth.